OMGs, I passed. I passed my exam. Alright, so let me describe what happened. So yesterday I was telling you guys how nervous I was, and I go in there and I'm seriously having like double, the whole time I was just double thinking everything. I was like, oh god, I shouldn't take this exam. I drank like a Pepsi Max and I was super caffeinated, and I walked in and I was like, oh my god, like, should I do this? Like, I don't know if I should. Oh god. And then I told Becca, well, listen, I'm gonna go in early and see if they'll let me go early, and if they do, then this is, I love you, bye. And I kissed her and I went in, and then I go in and I'm taking, the guy helps me. Super nice people who work there. They kind of help you out, and you have to put your stuff away in a locker, and you keep the key. And I kind of knew all this, and because I'd taken the test before, so I go, I sit down, and I start taking the test. And I'm going through it, and the first question, because the way the test is, they give you like a paragraph that has like a story or some, I don't know, something that has to do with something, and then they give you questions you have to answer, and I think there's like 3 to 5 questions per paragraph. So the first one, I'm like, oh my god, I've seen this before. This was on my first test, the first time I took it that I failed. So I'm like, crap. So okay, I kind of remember the story. Let me skim through it. So I skimmed through it, and I was remembering everything. And then I started answering the questions. I went through. Turns out, I think I read like 5 passages or something like that. And of the 5, only one of them was new content. It was pretty much the recycled version of the previous test. And I didn't do anything wrong. I waited 30 days like you're supposed to. So it's not my fault. They gave me more or less the same exam. So I took it. And I go back to the person, I return all my materials. They print out my unofficial grade. Unofficial grade basically means it hasn't been stamped and it hasn't been approved as official, but it is my official grade because those exams are graded by a computer, so they know if you passed or failed when you're finished. So I go in there, I get my paper. They always put it face down so you don't see the score. And she went, all right, well, good luck to you. And I was like, oh, thank you. And I grabbed my paper and I folded it in half. I had all my stuff on me. I went outside. I was so nervous. And I was just like, oh god, what's happening? And I go up to Rebecca and I'm like, she's like, do you want me to open it? And I'm like, no, I hate that. I hate it when people do that. Like, I need to open it myself because then I just judge the person's reaction. It's horrible. So I get the paper and I'm so nervous and I'm like, well, this is it. If I pass this, I get to keep going on with my studies. If I fail this, then I'm going to have to take a break, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Am I going to get a job? Like, what am I going to do? How's this going to work? I open up the paper, it says I passed, and I literally hugged Rebecca. I had this huge sigh of relief. I was so happy. I was so like, oh my god, finally. And then Rebecca went, it's over. And then I told her, it's only the beginning, because it is. I have 2 more exams I have to take, so like later on. So there's Rebecca. She's nodding in approval. Oh, and Pinky's been so tired. Let me go over here so you guys can see him. He's been so sleepy lately. That's why he hasn't been on this in a while. Because he's just not...
I think he might have like a doggy cold or something. Because all he's been doing the past few days is sleeping.
Yeah, he's seriously been so tired. But he just comes in here and he naps. So anyway, that is all I had to say. And I will now go. So I passed. So spread the word. Spread the word, Chris passed the GKT.